You've hit a problem that Claude Code keeps getting wrong.
Architectural decisions, complex algorithm design, bugs with multiple interacting causes. There's a mode designed for exactly these situations, and most people don't know it exists.
Hey everyone.
Claude Code runs on Claude, and Claude has an extended thinking mode that lets it reason more deeply before responding. For software engineering, this means better architectural recommendations, more thorough debugging of complex issues, and more nuanced trade-off analysis. Today I'll explain when to use extended thinking, how to trigger it, and what kinds of problems it's actually better at. Extended thinking lets Claude do more internal reasoning before it produces a response. Think of it as the difference between a quick answer and sitting down to really think through a problem. The response takes longer and costs more tokens, but for the right problems, the quality difference is significant. In the underlying model, this is implemented as a reasoning trace that happens before the final response. You don't see the reasoning steps directly, you see a more considered final answer. Extended thinking is most valuable for three categories. First, architectural decisions. Should I use microservices or monoliths for this system? Where multiple valid approaches exist and the right choice depends on many factors. Second, debugging complex multi-layered issues where the root cause involves several components interacting. Third, algorithm design for non-trivial problems, dynamic programming, graph algorithms, optimization. For simple tasks, write a function to sort this list, fix the syntax error. Extended thinking adds cost without improving the answer. Use it surgically. In Claude Code, prefix your message with think carefully or think step by step to encourage deeper reasoning. For even more thorough analysis on Claude models that support it, you can configure the API to use extended thinking mode. Claude Code uses the API under the hood. For architectural questions, give extended thinking as much context as possible. File structure, current performance metrics, team size, deployment constraints. The more the reasoning has to work with, the better the recommendation.
Here's an example.
Think carefully. I have a Django monolith serving 50k daily users. The auth and payments modules have the most complexity.
Should I extract them as microservices? Current team size, 4 engineers. Current deployment, single EC2 instance.
With extended thinking, Claude weighs the operational complexity of microservices against the development benefits, factors in team size, and gives a specific recommendation with clear reasoning, not a generic "it depends." For bugs with multiple interacting causes, race conditions, memory issues, intermittent failures, give Claude everything: the error, the logs, the relevant code sections, and any changes made recently. Ask it to think carefully about all the possible root causes and rank them by likelihood. The extended reasoning tends to find interactions between components that a quick pass misses, like a cache invalidation issue only triggered by a specific combination of concurrent requests. Extended thinking uses significantly more tokens. For a quick code fix, the standard mode is fine and much cheaper. Reserve extended thinking for decisions that matter, architecture choices that will shape the codebase for months, performance issues that are hard to reproduce, critical bugs in production. A reasonable rule: if the problem will take more than an hour to solve manually, extended thinking is worth the cost.
Most Claude Code usage should be normal mode: fast, cheap, good enough.
But for the hard problems, the architectural decisions, the gnarly bugs, the algorithm design, extended thinking is a meaningful upgrade.
Try it on the next problem that makes you reach for a whiteboard.